Hey, how you doing? I'm Captain Nathan Chanel, and we're coming to you from How Tackle today, right here in beautiful Panama City. One of the really cool things about our area is the diverse fishery that we have. We have lots of inshore shallow grass flats. We have lots of deeper kind of bay water in the middle of the bay, and then we have tons of coastline, lots of we have a really great artificial reef program. So on any given day, there's endless different types of fish that we can go and target. Probably one of the most exciting ways to catch fish is surface strikes. I mean, who doesn't love really aggressive fish coming to the top and just going nuts over a topwater plug? Some of the more popular lures that we have, especially when we're fishing inshore in the bay, are going to be kind of mullet representations. Anyway, so this is a Rapala skitterwalk here. This is about the perfect size bait if you're looking to target, say, shallow water speckled trout, or if you're looking to catch redfish or even jacks, bluefish. Just a wide variety of fish are going to eat these lures in the bay. Another great choice, storm chug bug, a little bit different action. Obviously this one has got a little lipped cup in the front, so instead of it being more of like a walk the dog type of lure, this is more of a, it's like a little pop and, spits water and then kind of sits still. And for when fish aren't really chasing a topwater bait, if they're just coming up and kind of blowing up on it, you may want to switch to something that's more like a pop and stop type of bait. Some other surface baits, which are not technically salt or topwater baits, but they're still kind of surface lures that just come just below the surface. This right here is the Subwook. So when you have fish that are coming up on topwater plugs, like say you're working the skitterwalk and you're getting some fish that are kind of rushing up on it, but they're not really eating it on the surface, I'd like to go and take a Subwook and then kind of fish it the same kind of cadence. You don't really have to change up your speed or the motion that you're using, but this will allow the bait to be just a couple of inches below the surface instead of being right up on top. And sometimes just that little small change will be enough to get the fish to actually eat it. Now, obviously, when we get out into the Gulf, we start fishing for bigger types of fish. We start looking for amberjacks. We start looking for mahi-mahi, kingfish, a variety of different type of big fish that are hard-hitting, really powerful fish. So, you want to use maybe some of the bigger Rapala poppers that have the, the heavy-duty hooks on them is a good choice. One thing that we really like to do a lot around here is to chum up amberjacks off of reefs. So we'll pull up, we'll throw a bunch of live baits out in the water to get these fish to come up, and once the fish are on the surface actively targeting these baits, lures like this right here are phenomenal. These things throw a long way. You can get it way away from the boat maybe, because a lot of times we're drifting through these wrecks trying to pull the fish off of them. So that we can actually have a good shot at them in open water, not so close to the reef. So as we're chumming, we're drifting away, this will allow us to make long casts back to them. And then, fish like an amberjack, they're not really, they are more aggression and speed geared than anything. So when you throw these baits, you don't want to just kind of work it like you're trying to get them to eat. You want to rip this thing, you want to reel it as fast as you can and just cause chaos. And I promise you, you cannot reel it fast enough to keep them from eating it. So there again, we talked just a little bit about some of the different types of baits that work really well in our area. How Tackle, great tackle shop, incredibly knowledgeable staff. So if you're in the Panama City area and you want to get some local knowledge on maybe what the particular type of bait is you want to use right then based on whatever the local forage is for that time, How Tackle is a great place to come in. I promise you they'll remember your name next time you come in. You'll feel more like you're shopping with friends, versus just a tackle shop. So definitely stop by and ask for Rick and you won't be disappointed.